We're so glad you're spending time with us today. Your support is always appreciated here at CSL. Remember, there's several ways to give. As you watch today's service, you can click on the donate button right here on Facebook or donate at our homepage, cslftl.org. There's also a regular giving program called TPL, where you can set up a monthly contribution. You'll find details on our website, cslftl.org. Here's a great way to stay in touch with CSL Center for Spiritual Living. It's our brand new app available in the App Store under Center for Spiritual Living, FL, and that's Florida. Make sure you say hello to everyone today in the comment section and let us know your thoughts. We're so glad you're here. Enjoy the celebration.
I love that.
All about love, y'all.
Good morning, CSL family. Good morning.
Good morning, morning.
Good morning.
Yes.
Let's all stand up and do our opening song, which is Spirit is in this place. Let's make a joyful noise.
And happy Palm Sunday, y'all.
Yes.
Happy Palm Sunday. Yes. All right. Come on, y'all.
Here we go.
Ah. We have come together as a family. We have come here as we are. We have
Woohoo! Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, CSL. How wonderful. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, Fort Lauderdale. I am Reverend Tina Miggs, a staff minister here, and grateful and thankful to have this opportunity to welcome you here, whether you're in person or online. And I don't know if you felt anything when you walked through these doors, but we did some healing work here at our retreat. And what we know about the principle of oneness is that as we're lifted, we lift all of each other up. And so as you walk through the doors and you're in this beautiful healing sanctuary, that's getting and receiving the gift that we receive too. So we hope to see you at our next retreat. So thank you again for joining us in person or online. And just a reminder, if you can't be in the room with us, there are 3 ways you can join our spiritual community. There's Facebook, YouTube, and our website at cslftl.org. You just tap on the live streaming tab. So if you're a first-time guest, we are so glad that you are here, and we have a gift for you. So if you haven't had a chance to fill out the visitor card, please stop by guest services to complete one on your way out. Let us know how you found us, your name, your email address, and we will have a wonderful and beautiful gift for you today. And you can let us just welcome you and love you up. So if you're watching us online, and you're also a first-time guest online, just let us know in the comment section. And then you can just visit our website at Contact Us and complete the inquiry form right there. And while you're there, just take a tour of our website, learn more about us. You can sign up for our e-newsletter, and you'll be in the know of all of our upcoming classes, events, and beautiful things that are happening at the center. So please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or download our app, listed as the Center for Spiritual Living, FL, which stands for Fort Lauderdale. And we'd love for you to reshare our posts and our apps with your friends. So at CSL, we have an intention statement. It says who we are and how we want to be present in the world. Please join me in standing, and we'll say it together if you can stand. Afterwards, please greet your neighbor with a hello, a handshake, a namaste. So CSL, FTL, Fort Lauderdale, who are we? We are a loving and diverse spiritual community dedicated to personal growth, healing, and service. I relax and visualize. I am healed, whole and healthy. I am well. I am well. I am healed, whole and healthy. I relax and visualize. I am healed, whole and healthy. I am well. I am well. I am healed, whole and healthy. I accept and I receive. I am healed, whole and healthy. I am well. I am well. I am healed, whole and healthy. Angels are watching over me. I am healed, whole and healthy. I am well. I am well. All is well, all is well, all is well, all is well.
All is well. Yes, good morning, everyone. Welcome to CSL. I'm Reverend Skip Jennings, and I'm your spiritual director, your senior minister here in this building. Oh, man, and I always don't like when a minister gets up and say, you missed something special. But if you weren't here yesterday, you missed something special. We levitated, y'all. We had an experience that I have never experienced before in my 15 years of shamanic healing. It was incredible. I was changed. I was transformed. Tears in my eyes, and I looked around. Each and every person said, you're my family. So I look out here into this audience right now, and I say, you're my family. Thank you for being here at CSL. Thank you. Thank you. I am so honored and so blessed to welcome one of our newest members to our family who has actually joined our team, and she's on our staff, and she is our ministry assistant. Please help me to welcome Fran Winslow on staff officially. Blessings. Oh, yeah, I love you. Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Here she is, y'all. She's in now. She can't go nowhere. She's in right now. I'm grateful for it. Hey, if you're brand new to CSL, first-time visitors, hey, stand up so we can give you a beautiful CSL welcome. If you're first-timers, come on, stand up. I know y'all came to me. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You are blessed here. You are blessed. So I like to give a little blessing myself, and if the CSL members and people who've been here, the veterans, if you just repeat after me, we say, welcome to CSL. We know who you are. You are the divine emanation of love. You are blessed and a blessing. We love you. Welcome home. Welcome to CSL. Yes. I'm very excited about this month. It's one of my probably favorite months besides my birthday, June. This is the month of Easter. It is Palm Sunday. This is that we really begin to talk about healing. And yesterday we had a beautiful healing retreat. Many more retreats that are going to come your way. So if you're new to CSL, we have many, many things that we do here, and I invite you to download our app, and we are over 1,000 downloads for our app, so we're out there in the world. And go to our website to find out more information on how you can participate in our retreats, in our classes, and everything else that we do. So if you're new, I want to share this with you. CSL is a part of a global organization, over 500 centers worldwide. We are a spiritual community that honors all religions and all faiths. We know there is no wrong way to worship, whether you're lighting a candle, repeating a mantra, or offering a prayer. We respect and honor any ways that draws us closer to Spirit. So we celebrate diverse religious practices with our ceremony this called the Flames of Faith. The candle is for the Tao, to honor the universal path of harmony and the natural way. The candle is lit for the shamanic traditions, honoring the beliefs and practices of all indigenous people. The candle is lit for Hinduism, to honor the spiritual path of devotion and a variety of religious icons and deities. The candle is lit for Judaism, to honor the path of sacred law. The candle is lit for Buddhism, to honor the Four Noble Truths and the way of compassion. The candle is lit for Christianity, to honor the consciousness that lives in all of us. The candle is lit for Islam, to honor the path of peaceful submission to the will of God. The candle is lit for the universal religion of Baha'i, to honor the path of unity. The candle is lit for our own faith, new thought, and wisdom, to honor the metaphysical path and the practice of universal spiritual principles. Finally, the 10th candle is lit for peace and for the peaceful acceptance of all faiths and spiritual practices worldwide. And so it is. Yeah. So if you're new to our community, we have a group of people we call practitioners, licensed practitioners that have given their life in service of Spirit. They pray for us. They visit in hospitals. They hold us in the high consciousness. Right now we have a few practitioners in here holding the high watch, we call it. Today we have a practitioner that's coming up that is representing the practitioner corps, who's going to come and give us our invocation and our selected reading for today. Please help me welcome Judith Phelps to our platform. We love you. We love you. Yes, we do.
I love you too. Good morning.
Good morning.
So I am one of the professional practitioners who is available to pray for anyone, everyone, at all times. And it's my honor today to do the opening prayer and the reading. And I'm so glad to be here to welcome each of you. So I would like to invite you to close your eyes and turn within. And in this moment, I am so aware that we are stepping into the Holy of Holies, this higher self that is one, that is aware of its oneness with the infinite. It is our source. It is my source, your source, the source of every living thing. And in this space, I live and breathe and have my being. I am so grateful this morning to have the opportunity to meet here in this space that we call CSL Fort Lauderdale. This space of beauty, of individual spirits showing through each and every one of us, creating a vortex of love, of inspiration, of growth. I am so grateful for each and every volunteer who has given of their time, their talents, and their service to prepare this space for us. And I am so very grateful that we have the opportunity to celebrate the life of each and every one of us in freedom and in ways that we deem best for our individual journey. So I bless this service today. I know that it is already done in the mind of God. I know that it is a blessing for all and a blessing for each of us, and individually and collectively. And I bless Reverend Skip, who has given his heart and opened his love and inspiration to allow Spirit to speak through him to us, to inspire us, to assist us on this journey of love. I am so very grateful. And knowing that it is done, I simply step aside and allow it to be. And so it is. Today's selected reading comes from Get Over It, Therapy for Healing the Stuff by Yelanya Van Sant. And today's reading is entitled Core Beliefs, Thoughts, and Consequences. Core Beliefs. We all have a file of beliefs about ourselves and our lives, based on stories we've heard or stories we've made up in reaction to experiences we have had. Some of these beliefs are positive and some are negative. The negative beliefs are the ones that create many of the challenges and issues that we face in every aspect of life. For instance, we focus repeatedly on the negative stories, and more often than not, we are unconsciously fueled by negative emotional energy. These patterns of thought or core beliefs not only define our behaviors, our assumptions, and expectations, they become the foundation for our understanding of how the world works and what we can, will, or want to do and expect from others. When something unknown or unfamiliar comes to us, how we receive it, respond to it, or react because of it is determined by what is already present in our consciousness. Scientists guesstimate that 99% of what we perceive about the world around us is a function of what is already present in our minds. This is supported and explained by the Course in Miracles, lesson number 2, which states, I have given everything I see all the meaning that it has for me. The meanings we give to people, situations, circumstances, and experiences is almost always directed and dictated by our dominant thought, whether positive or negative. And so it is.
Thank you, Judith. Beautiful. So we have many activities here at CSL, as you may have already picked upon. And so for more information and registration, once again, just go to cslftl.org, our app, or our guest services table if you have any questions. So we have licensed spiritual practitioners available for prayer in the sanctuary immediately after the service. I encourage everyone to receive a prayer. Just a few minutes of your time, you get to bring forth anything you're moving through, or even a prayer of gratitude for what's going good on in your life. Let's amplify this truth in our life. So would all the practitioners please stand? If you would like prayer, please see one of these practitioners wearing a purple stole. You can also call the prayer line at 954-990-5625 or receive a prayer from the app by clicking on the prayer button. We have a youth center that is growing and thriving, and our wonderful team shares the same message you hear here during our own service in a more relevant and youthful approach. So feel free, you can swing by anytime before or after service, and you can learn more. You're invited to join us for flow, meditation, and gentle yoga. We have a new announcement, so both days that we have this, Wednesdays and Fridays, are now going to both be at 12 here in the sanctuary. So please join us. Visioning a way of life. Rev Skip and Fran Winslow for a 6-week experience of profound spiritual growth, unlocking the spiritual principles that govern our lives. In this course, you will study techniques and qualities of visioning and opening the door to true transformation. So the cost of this accredited Science of Mind class is $150, and you can sign up today at guest services via the app or, once again, our websites. And also, just to put this in your calendar already, Fran Winslow in June will be teaching the foundations class. So definitely come and join us for that as well. So we are preparing for our Easter eggs extravaganza. We're preparing for Easter, and we hope you are too, CSL. And don't forget to invite your family and your friends to participate. We always have an annual Easter bonnet contest, followed by our Easter egg extravaganza here outside of our center in our community room. We're planning plenty of activities for our youth, so don't forget, Easter is next Sunday, April 9th. CSL's Board of Trustees is accepting applications for a board seat that is becoming available in May. If you have a passion and an interest for the growth and to help govern the future of CSL, please stop by the Sacred Service table, or you can always speak to a current or a past board member and pick up an application, and know that that application needs to be submitted by April 14th. Golden Havana Nights, we have a special announcement for y'all. Thank you, Malin. I am here to highlight your announcements, but I can't do that. So, the master right here, right? Let's give it up for Malin. So, Golden Havana Nights promises to be a night to remember. If you're looking for that extra adventure, you can become a sponsor. Others will have access to special VIP photo sessions, lounge seating, and tableside service. Please see Jim or Maria in the lobby for more details. So lastly, CSL, please remember to visit our book stand. You can purchase a book, the book of the month if you'd like, or any book that we have up there for your spiritual growth. And you can grab a few t-shirts that Rev Skip has created for us here, and all these proceeds go to help to support our CSL community. Thank you so much for all that you give us. We love you.
What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, love. Whoa, it's not just for some, but for everyone. Lord, we don't need another mountain. There are mountains and hillsides enough to climb. There are oceans and rivers enough to cross, enough to last till the end of time. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. Whoa, it's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. Whoa, it's not just for some, but for everyone. Lord, we don't need another meadow. There are cornfields and wheat fields enough to grow. There are sunbeams and moonbeams enough to shine. So listen up if you want to know what the world needs now is love, sweet love. Whoa, it's the only thing that there's just too
Wow. Yes. Woo. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. Maylene, welcome home. Welcome back.
Good to be back. I miss
Glad
y'all.
you're here. We missed you as well. And Antonio, if another person texts me saying, when can we have Antonio on the stage again for that interview? Last week's interview was amazing. I always say we have the best music team in town, y'all. So Reflections, thank you, Hal, and thank you, Beto, and thank you, Alberto. I always get those names mixed up. Thank you, Reflections, and thank you. So I love this month. I love spring, because what we get to do is we get to come out of the hibernation. We've been in a cave. We've been in winter. Well, maybe not in Florida, but we've been kind of in the cave of transformation. And what spring's all about is about shaking off the stuff that no longer serves us. This is why spring, our theme of the month is healing, forgiveness, and letting go what no longer serves, so that we can freely move into summer and just play. This is a time that we get to look at ourselves. We get to get over it. Some of y'all have been holding on to your pisiosity for a very long time. Some of y'all need to release it and let go of it, because it no longer serves where we're moving. And if you don't know it, we're moving to a place of love, inclusivity, joy, and having some spiritual fun. Are you with me? So my talk today, it is called, Is It Just Me or Is the World in Need of a Healing? And it began with 3 different conversations with 3 different people that started their conversation like this. Is it just me or is the world getting a little more crazier? A lot more, right? And then another person came in, is it just me or are we becoming a little bit more racist? Or is it just me and have the world taking a nightmare pill and doesn't know how to wake up? Well, the truth is, yes, it is just you. And yes, the world is in need of a healing. Because if you want to see a shift on the planet, it begins with you. It starts within. And once we decide to shift within, we're going to see a different world. One of my favorite online teachers is Jay Shetty. So I have a video to share with you from Jay. Let's play that, Andrew.
Einstein famously remarked in a conversation with Werner Heisenberg, he said, the West built a beautiful ship, and in it, it has all the comforts. But actually, the one thing that it doesn't have is a compass, and that's why it doesn't know where it's going. This paradox of our times was propounded by the Dalai Lama when he said we have wider freeways but narrower viewpoints. We have taller buildings but shorter tempers. Will Smith said that we spend money we haven't earned on things we don't need to impress people we don't like. And it's phenomenal how the same technology that brings us close to those who are far away takes us far away from the people that are actually close. 30 billion WhatsApp messages are sent per day, but 48% of people say that they feel lonelier in general. The paradox of our times is that we have more degrees but less sense, more knowledge but less judgment, more experts but less solutions. It was Martin Luther King who said that the irony of our times is that we have guided missiles but misguided men. Have you ever found it perplexing that we've been all the way to the moon and back, but we struggle to start a conversation across the road or across the train? And it's amazing that Bill Gates was known as the top earner in 2000 with a wealth of 79.2 billion, but 1 in 4 CEOs claim to be struggling from depression. Do we actually thrive off this paradox? Is it that this paradox actually makes the media interesting? It's what makes journalism interesting. It's what makes politics interesting. It's what makes television interesting. Is this paradox actually what we feed off and what we live off and what we talk about and discuss in our circles? Doesn't it seem that we've tried to clean the air but polluted our soul? We've split the atom but not our prejudice. And we're aiming for higher incomes, but we have lower morals. So I'm hearing you ask, bring a change. How do we dissect this paradox that exists in our lives? And it starts by us, each of us, pressing pause, pressing reset, and then pressing play again. Taking a moment to become more conscious, taking a moment to become more aware, taking a moment to really reflect on the consequence, the implications of a misplaced word, of an unnecessary argument that we all know we didn't need to have, or to speak to someone just slightly differently in a different tone, in a different voice, in a different empathy, with a different perspective, just to really connect with people on a different level. This thinking out loud started from Albert Einstein. I'll track back to him when he actually said that the problems we have today can't be solved with the same thinking we used when we once created them. So actually we need to research alternative teachings. We need to dig into those ancient books of wisdom. We need to go back to understanding if there's anything written in those creased pages of time that can actually reveal more knowledge and more wisdom. We can transform our experience of light today. Otherwise, this paradox means that every step forward we take, we're taking 3 backwards every time.
We get to break this paradox. It is in our own power that we can shift from the inside out. This is why it's so important that we come and we take classes. And yes, our visioning class is going to begin on April 12th, and we're going to just ask me about that because Passover begins April 5th, so we are beginning our class April 12th, myself and Fran. You got to get into classes. You got to get into a retreat so we can have an experiential of all the things that we are thinking about sitting here on a Sunday morning. We get to experience it. We get to become it. We get to become the embodiment of love so we can go out there and change the planet. That's why classes, and that is why retreats are so important. So I want to see y'all at the next class and the next retreat. So we talked about this, and I invited our retreat participants to acknowledge that there is places in our life that is calling for healing. I call it the dis-ease. Now, it's not a disease, it's a dis-ease that's within our minds, within our bodies, and felt within our spirit. So you might be calling forth a healing in your emotions. We have just recently gone through a pandemic together, so maybe you're still under feeling the stress, the sadness, the loneliness, the fear, the doubt. Maybe your emotions are calling for a healing. Maybe your healing is with your mind and what you're thinking, your perception. Maybe your mind is not clear. You want to get clear. You can only do that with meditation. And maybe you're calling forth a healing in your physical body. You might be experiencing pain, or you might have gotten a diagnosis from a doctor. Don't let your diagnosis dictate what the prognosis is going to be. We get to move forward and beyond these ideas around the pain in the body and what it looks like. That's real healing. And maybe it's your finances. Maybe you're experiencing a not enoughism. Maybe your rent has gone up, or maybe you're trying to make rent or car payment, and maybe your finances are calling for a healing to remember that you're connected to an abundant universe. Maybe your healing is with your relationships. The number one reason why we are not healing our relationships is because of unforgiveness. We walk around with these ideas. We hold on to these things within our own lives, in our workspaces, in our neighborhoods, of people that have done us wrong. And whenever you are requiring for someone to give you an apology, you're living in lack and limitation because you're saying this person owes me something. So we get to move into a different way of looking at what healing is. Identify the dis-ease and be willing to do the work. So we have to ask, what is healing? And I found a great quote by Sue Mason, the director of the Omnis Healing Limited. And this is what she said healing is. And I've been a healer for quite some time, and I believe this. She says this: healing is a treatment that involves the transfer of energy through the healer to the recipient. It promotes self-healing. That's the most important thing. It promotes self-healing by relaxing the body, releasing tension, and strengthening the body's own immune system. Healing is a natural and non-invasive with the intention of bringing the recipient into a state of balance, well-being on all levels. And yes, she is talking about a physical, but she's also talking about something I call a spiritual healing. And when I speak to clients about spiritual healing, because people come to me all the time, or spiritual counseling, I want to tell them what it's not. It's not based on religion. When I say it's a spiritual healing, I'm not talking about Christianity, I'm not talking about Buddhism, although all those paths are fine. But what I'm talking about is a spiritual healing, so we have to look at that word spirit. Spiritual comes from the Latin word of spiritus, which means breath of life. So if you're on a spiritual journey, you are looking to engage the breath of life that's within you. You're on a road to understanding it's more than this physical drag we wear every day. Our life is the life of spirit. Our life is the life of God. Our life is the life of love. And that is what we're connecting with. That is the breath of life. And in yoga, we call it the prana. And other parts of that, we call this energy, vibration. And when we're on a spiritual healing, we are here to awaken to our true nature of who and what we are. When we're talking about a spiritual healing, we're talking about letting go of the energy that no longer serves you, letting go of all the things that hold you back from connecting with your true nature. So there's 4 aspects of the healing that we need to look at. The absolute healing, which Ernest Holmes is an absolutist, and we'll talk about that in a moment. And then we have to go back to the Science of Mind 101. We have to go back to the basics. What does that healing looks like? And then we have a blueprint of healing today we're going to talk about. And then we're going to talk about how do we get this healing within us out into the world. Here's what Ernest Holmes talks about absolute healing. Ernest Holmes says, there is nothing to heal, only God to reveal. So Ernest Holmes was an absolutist. He was so absolute that God is everything. That means God is your heartache. God is the love you experience. God is when your back is feeling great. God is when your back is feeling challenged. God is no matter what. The truth is, this absolute idea of what God is not a process, it's a revelation. I don't know where your revelation is going to come from. I don't know where you're going to have that moment where you want to drop to your knees and just cry because you know you're feeling that absolutely in your mind, in your heart, there is nothing but God that's going on here. Nothing but love. And that process is the revelation of your divine self. It is shifting from the condition, and most of us live in the condition versus the spiritual truth. The spiritual truth says that no matter what I'm experiencing in my 59-year-old knees, I am whole and complete from the start. That's the spiritual truth. It takes time. It takes practice. We must practice, practice, practice. Healing is a practice. Everything we do is a practice. Mark Nepo says the endless practice. Sitting here, coming here every day or every Sunday or being of service, practice. The practices that we all should be doing is meditation, prayer, contemplation, self-contemplation, affirmations, community service. And Maya will tell you, service will shift you. If you're in a condition and you're looking for a healing, go and help somebody else. Get into service. Service will change your life. I am a living, breathing testimony of that. So we practice. Now, some of us want to get to the absolute. We know what the absolute is, but some of us have to take that process. So let's take a step back. Science of Mind 101. One of my favorite songs by Ricky Byers is Om Shanti. And at the very last line, it says, and she writes, when there is peace in my mind, there will be peace in the earth. Can you imagine that? This is the responsibility we take on. If we want to see peace on the earth, do we have peace in our mind? So in Science of Mind, number 1, Yeshua ben Joseph said this, also known as Jesus. His true name was Yeshua ben Joseph. The master teacher says this, it is done as you believe. And a lot of us think Ernest Holmes said that first. He did not. I want to tell you right now. It is done as you believe. So it's your belief that's going to manifest the life that you want. If you want healing, you got to believe it's going to be done. Also, consciousness creates form. Consciousness is the very first thing. What you believe, what you think, and what you say will be manifested in your experience. Wayne Dyer invites us to realize where we are looking from is what we're going to see. So question today, CSL, are you looking from the condition or are you looking from love? Are you looking from lack or are you looking from abundance? Where are you looking from? Are you looking from a place of war or are you looking from a place of peace? You will see where you're looking from. And in the blueprint, we talk about the blueprint. How do I get to healing, Rev? What do I do? Deborah L. Johnson, in her book, The Sacred Yes, my friend Deborah L. Johnson says this, we must be willing to feel it so we can deal with it, then we begin to heal from it. So we got to acknowledge the dis-ease that we are feeling. We got to acknowledge that I'm feeling lonely. I'm feeling angry. I'm feeling this, I'm feeling that. And then we can go with the dealing with it. But we got to acknowledge what we're feeling. We got to have an honest communication with ourselves. Most of us have not had that honest communication with ourselves, so we walk around thinking it's normal to be cursing people out on the highway. Some of us think it's normal to be hating the person that we work with. That's not normal. Our normal state is love. Our normal state is oneness. Our normal state is coming together in unity. This is why CSL is so important, because the world is telling us that we need to be on this side, we need to be on this side. We are the representation of love. People need to see how we get down with the get down in here. CSL is so important that we keep these doors open so people can experience love. So once we can acknowledge that we're having this feeling, then we get to go with the dealing of it. We get to go see a practitioner and say, I'm dealing with this. Will you pray for me? We get to incorporate our own prayer and meditation. That's the dealing with it. And we get to call up people. I can't tell you how many times I called up Maya going, listen, I just need you right now. Having someone to talk with. That's dealing with it, not keeping it inside, because your head will create all the scenarios to support what you want to feel. If you want to release it, you got to have a place to deal with it. And then we'll be able to heal from it. And we will ask ourselves, what is to be revealed from all this? Here's what I do know. Our dis-ease is a gift. Why? The dis-ease is our invitation for us to go into spiritual practice. So we got to embrace the dis-ease and move to our next iteration of what we want to be. So once we have done this work within us, how do we get it outside? How do we see it outside? 5 things I want you to remember. We learn what we must teach, and we teach what we must learn. I am a firm believer of that. Trust me, the last year and a half of me being here, everything that I have taught from this platform, I've had the opportunity to learn it before getting up here. Isn't it funny how the universe works? It will always give you a practical application of what you're about to teach. And the lesson does not come from what I say, it comes from how I live. The lesson will be taught from how you live, CSL, not from what you say. Number 2, your personal healing is felt in the collective. Our core value here at CSL is oneness. The law of oneness says there's only one of us here. We are the divine emanation of the one. Not the one or the two, it's the one. There's only one of us. So the vibration that we shift with is felt in the collective. We have to do our own healing, and the rest of the world will feel it. Number 3, the yoga consciousness and the yoga principle is teaching we must become the pose. We must become what we're looking to achieve. So if we're looking to achieve love, we must become love. That's the healing. If we're looking to achieve something, we must become it. We must become the embodiment of our healing. So if you want to get a healthy body, you got to get healthy, people. You got to shift the way you eat. You got to maybe get up and go for a walk. You got to do some movement. My mama's 90, and she walks around. She got her weights. I'm going, go, mama. Go, mama. Even when she's not feeling really great in her body, she'll sit in her chair, and she'll lift the weights. And Denise Austin, she used to watch Denise Austin and me. You know I'm a personal trainer. And I used to come home, my mom would go, well, Denise Austin doesn't do like that, son. I was like, really, Mom? We got to keep moving. We got to become what we're willing to manifest. Number 4, when we shift from the inside, the outside will shift. I promise you that. Shift from the inside, you will see your outside shift. Things that used to bother you won't bother you anymore. You can just let it roll off of you. Shift from the inside first, you will see it on the outside. And I want to leave you with this. We all know about the law of attraction, and listen, I love the law of attraction. I love how The Secret got people into spirituality. But there's something, a deeper evolution that has happened with the law of attraction. We are teaching the law of radiance. Law of attraction says that we think about it, will be a magnet, it'll come. The law of radiance says that we will radiate this energy and we become a magnet to get more of it. So when we heal and we radiate love, we will be a magnet for love. We will have more love in our life. We get what we radiate, y'all. That is the law of radiance. So radiate love, radiate peace, radiate oneness, radiate our spiritual growth, radiate, and I promise you will get more of that. Become the living expression of your healing. Are you with me, CSL? Yes. Then my work is done, and so it is. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's a beautiful space here, and I love y'all. And if you're brand new, this is where we get to participate in our own sustainability. We have so much that's going on. We're growing, and we're going to keep growing as a community. You know, we have a gala that's going on, and Maylene, I love that. Celia Cruz, I still need to learn Spanish, so I know what you're singing. We're going to celebrate on the night of the gala on the 29th, and we're looking for sponsorships as well. People who are going to step up to the plate and say, I believe in CSL, I believe in your message, Rev, I believe in what we're doing here, so please. And also check out with Maya about how you can be of service on the evening. But in the room right now, we're about to participate in the law of giving. This is where we're going to pass the collection plate. So would all our ushers come forward? This is the time that we get to pass and we get to ask for three things in our sustainability: your time, your talents, and your treasures. This is where we get to give from a heart that we know that we have everything. It's already within us, so we freely give for the full purpose of making sure our community stays open and we continue to move forward. At home, if you want to give, please go to our website or go to your app, click on the button that says give, and you can participate in the law of giving as well. And also, I want to thank all our TPL members. Most of y'all, our TPL program has grown. So I want to thank all our TPL members and partners. You have said yes to this community. Because of your yes allows us to continue to do what we are here to do. Hey, y'all, let's pray. Let's go within. So I'm giving thanks for this moment and absolute gratitude for this family of CSL. I'm so grateful to know that the one power, the one presence shows up as abundance and prosperity. There is no place that this abundance does not reside. It resides within us. It flows through us. It is us. So we just give thanks as we give from an open heart, and we know the spiritual principle: we give and we shall receive. And everything that we give will return to us, pressed down and overflowing, more than we can open our hearts to receive. This is a spiritual law. This is what we know. All needs are met. This community is fully supported in spirit. So I give thanks, and I simply allow it to be. And so it is. Amen. All right, ushers, go out and multiply.
We've seen it all. The tears have fallen, and every step is on the edge. And so confused, we don't understand. It feels like this night won't end, but there's gonna be brighter days, brighter days. I'll keep you lifted when you're losing faith. It's gonna be brighter days, brighter days. Though it seems distant, no, the world will change to brighter days, to brighter days, to brighter days. The world will change. So don't you worry, there's still hope left. If the pain is heavy, if you need a friend, I'll be holding you steady. My love won't end, and I'll be counting the seconds till we meet again. But there's gonna be brighter days,
days. Whew. Let's meditate. Let's really go within. And one of the things that we did yesterday, we had 4 sound practitioners. This room was just elevated. Tom Runyon's here, and we had Casey, myself, and Juan Carlos. People settled into this meditative state, and I promise you, I did travel into a mystical journey. You know, it was one of those experiences that we all walked out going with tears in our eyes. It was like, wow, powerful. And I realized in that moment when we are all experiencing this, how important meditation, healing, and vibrational shift is so important. We have to do our own personal work. And I'm glad we get to meditate here in the morning at 10 o'clock, Sunday mornings, get your meditation on. And we get to end our service meditation as well. So today, as we go into our meditation, I'm going to invite you to think about something in your area, in your life, that is a dis-ease. May it be health, may it be your finances, relationship, may it be your emotions, your mind, your thinking. We get to bring that into our meditation.
Every day, every day, every day, every day. Every day, every day, every day, every day. Every day, every day, every day, every day. God is all around me. Every day, every day, every day, every day. God is all around me. In and through me. As me. In and through me. As me. God is all around me.
Close your eyes, go within. Let's take time to just contemplate, self-contemplation. If you're experiencing finances, I invite you to meditate on abundance and prosperity. So much abundance in this universe. The evidence of abundance is right in front of us. It's felt through love. It's relationships, your healing. Focus in on divine love, that it connects all of us. That is what we are created from. If you're calling forth a healing in your body temple, meditate on wholeness and the complete spirit that you truly are. If you are experiencing emotional or mental healing that's coming forth, focus in on calming, the calming spirit, the grace of love, the grace of connection, of serenity. Whatever it is, let's meditate together. How good it is to stop and be still. And together, let's do a breathing meditation. Let's all take a deep breath in for 4 counts. Let's inhale together. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath at the very top for 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release for 4, 3, 2, 1. And release your breath. That is the oneness of breathing. We breathe together as one. So to finish our meditation, we're going to practice our Om. Bring your hands to your heart in prayer. Take a deep breath in through our nostrils. Exhale, release the breath. Inhale for our Om. Inhale. And so it is. So it is. Thank you, CSL, for coming. We're going to invite our kids to come on through the door. Our kids are going to join us today. I'm also going to ask my beloved friend to come up on the stage up in here. And friend Winslow is going to give us our benediction today. But before we do that, guess what? We're sitting on an affirmation, so let's get it. And let's stand up in our healing today. Let's stand up in our healing. All right, grab your affirmations. Let's do it together as the kids making on the way. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. What did y'all learn today? Did you have fun? Yeah? Pamela, Jerry, did y'all have fun in class today? Did you have fun in class today? Oh, we had a great time. Hi, Xavier. How are you? Good to see everyone. All right, let's do our affirmations together. Here we go. Today I release
within myself and on the planet, and so it is. Amen.
We actually have 2 different affirmations, so we're going to have to get that straight.
Yours?
No, I know. Freya, give us our benediction, please.
Oh, how wonderful it is to be in this CSL Fort Lauderdale family. I am so grateful to share in the love and light that each and every one of you radiate out into this world. I see you as a blessing, and I hold within the truth of my heart that radiance, that love and light as you step into this first step of healing this week. I know and affirm for you that this week will be revealed in all of its glory and radiance for your best and highest good. And so it is.
And so it is. At home, we're going to be here next week at 10:30. Join us at the same time. And everyone with the kids, we're going to sing This Is My Wish. Who wants the microphone? Oh, Nevaeh is going to sing. All right, y'all. Good to see you. This is my wish for the world. He's to find his way to every boy and girl. This is the time for harmony. Let love be the song that everybody sings.
Fill the air with joyful noise. Ring the bells and raise your voice. Let there be
Peace on earth, peace on earth.
Lift your light and let it shine.
Shine, shine, shine.
Let every voice be heard. Let there be peace on earth. Oh, 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 yeah. Peace on earth. Oh, yeah. Peace on earth. Fill the
Happy Sunday.
Thank you for taking part in today's live stream. Your participation means so much to us. Remember, there's several ways to give. Click on the donate button here on Facebook or donate at our homepage, cslftl.org. There's also a regular giving program called TPL, where you can set up a monthly contribution. You'll find details on our webpage, cslftl.org. Here's a great way to stay in touch with CSL Center for Spiritual Living. Our brand new app is available in the App Store under Center for Spiritual Living, FL, and that's Florida. Stay in touch, and thank you again for participating in our live stream. We'll see you soon.